Wait. What's up, guys? Gabriel Phoenix here, and we're back. We're back with the glasses. We're back with the vibes, y'all. Um, make sure you, make sure you guys pick up a copy of Descended Awakening, paperback 20, Kindle free, well Kindle Unlimited free. Any other Kindle digital versions 10. It's cheap. It's cheap, y'all, and it helps out your boy. So that's out. It's ready to go. Shout outs to this playlist for the music. Text G for real. Yeah. I feel like somebody's grandfather when I keep the glasses like this. Boy, you better watch your mouth when you talk like that. Oh, is this the wrong account? Yeah. It's the wrong account. Where is it? Okay. I can't keep these on for long. These are gonna mess up my vision. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's still staying safe there. I don't even know if we're in a quarantine anymore, man. I don't really care. I'm just staying home right now. Even after the quarantine, I'm probably just gonna stay home. You know. Just because the government lifts it doesn't mean it's the virus is gone anywhere. Not like they cured it. Okay, so shorts, I always do that. Alright. So last time we were in the document, the story. Sarah and Exabyte just helped Zashi take out these people that were there to kill her. Driving a lot of frames. Okay, hang on. I gotta close out some stuff. Sorry, Eric. Sorry. Close out of you. There's a lot of stuff open. I have to open that other stuff back up. I'm trying to minimize the amount of tabs I need open right now. Literary agencies, I still have to apply with a lot more. I feel like none of them are gonna get back to me in like a week or two, maybe after that. So moving on now. But we're looking at chapter 3. Zero and Exabyte had just helped. I was gonna say killed. They didn't kill her. Just killed Zashi. This conversation does not need to take place on the street. I realized that just now before streaming. So they need to probably move. We might save this dialogue for a second later. Space it out, separate it for now. So what's that about? Zero ass. pointing at the pile of knocked out jumpers. This Zashi shakes her head. Right here. Follow me. They trek all the way back to Ciro's apartment. Dashi takes a look around and realizes that this is where he lives. You couldn't think of any other location to have this conversation. She asks. Sarah shrugs. Safest place I could think of. But I'm a stranger. And you just brought a stranger back to your safe place. Is the death taking? Is it the lamp? God, that's even brighter. Jesus. Yeah, I think it was the lamp. But the lamp is so bright, guys. I'm trying to hide that. Put it behind me. That's better. Stranger back to your safe place. She prods. What's your name? Actually, Sarah, the Savior says. Great. Let's have Exabyte intervene. Now you're not strangers. Sarah continues. What did they want with you? We're not gonna have them go back and forth. Let's just get into a little bit of exposition because we kind of have to. Even though OmniSpec kind of explained it, actually we could do a cut. We can have her just show the mark, and since we already know what the mark is, we can just make it a cut. So we'll have her just show the mark, and since the reader already knows what that is, we can leave this scene and go somewhere else. So we're probably gonna have to add a scene to the beat sheet. What did they want with you? Zashi turns around and lifts the back of her ponytail, the back of her hair, and then lifts her ponytail to reveal the back of her neck. There are 3 vertical burn marks. And we could just leave it at that, actually. Just leave it at that. We already know what that means. So, Let's see about the strikes. Someone hit me, so we're probably gonna have to change this a little. Oh, that now she executed stream mode. With that, zero. Zashi shows 0. Strikes and explains what they mean. Off screen because it has already been explained to the reader. Back to his hideout, they discuss something possible. No, we can delete that. Cyril's goals are in staying that hole in the wall, so we're gonna have to add a beat here, so we can still do this down here. Well, we're gonna have to do that down there, but we have to do a cut. What were the villains doing? What was Omnispec doing the last time we met up in the story? Well, I have your partner here. I'll have your partner here explain Omnispec. Marnaz. I have marked you, haven't I? You have, sir. Great, now go ahead, tell your partner I'm listening. Didn't you just kind of explain it, man? Interrupt, son. For Mar to begin. Okay, so they weren't doing anything important, they were just explaining. I don't know if we're going to see the cops again at any point, the cop people that we introduced. Right now I'm just focused on getting the heroes together, but the villains should have something to do in this moment, I think. Now exactly what is my question. So Clutter has been marked twice, so he's probably going back to his junkyard. Amar's been marked. They're probably just going back on patrol or something. So Omnispec, we can do something with Al-Qaeda. Still dropping frames? Why? I know I'm streaming something else, but it shouldn't, like, kill my whole thing. Oh, we already listened to this, yes. I kind of want to listen to it again. So let's go into Al-Qaeda and Vermilion World. Let's introduce Vermilion. I think I want to do that. Do I have anything in the new document? I think I did write something down for him. Don't have anything specific on her. So she's a crime lord and in a relationship with Al-Qaeda. ship with Tokaido, who is an underground crime lord. Under Omni specs, of course, and in a relationship. Maybe this should be the first time where they like meet in the ring, the underground fighting ring, because that could be like one of the only places that they're able to meet each other. I'm thinking that. Fighting ring, which become prevalent until chapter. Is it the next chapter? No, it's chapter 5. Takeda and Millie talk about Kokaider trying to win over Omni Specs, but Millie's trying to get her to forget about him. They're in a relationship, which makes it a little weird that Kokaida's still not exactly over Omni Spec. And enters Millie enters fighting ring for a match just to vent her anger. Okay, what kind of person should she go up against? Gotta think of abilities. Also, I want to add an ability to one of the main characters. I think Sierra has enough. Zashi has a weapon. Jesus Christ, that. Oh, man, that always scares the crap out of me. I'm never expecting. What's up, Carlos Marito? I hope that's how you say it. If not, I am sorry for butchering. God, sorry for butchering your name. But I appreciate the follow, my friend. You have gotten us within 3. Do you know how? If you know 3 people, that's how many followers we are away from becoming affiliated. And it is so darn exciting to become official with something. It's not the same as Twitch partner, but affiliated means people can subscribe to you if they care enough about you. I appreciate the follow, my friend. Like I said, because of you, we're that much closer to the goal. So that's cool. I want to give. So and I was just watching Absolute Carnage. You know what? It's not a. Let me hit that. What is that? Really? I can handle it. That's cute. I'm certain that you cannot. Wait, do I have something playing in the background? Right. Or is that part of the song? That feels like is that part of the song? Yep, that was part of the song. That confused the hell out. Okay. So I was watching Absolute Carnage, and one of the characters in that has like the symbiote in there, a symbiote like it's not a separate being, but it's like in their spine or whatever, because they're like the child of somebody who was a Venom who had the symbiote. But I always kind of like the idea of symbiotes. Not necessarily having a second mind, but just the abilities of them being able to like just extend themselves and craft weapons and all sorts of stuff. Maybe I should make them a villain, or at least an anti-hero. Cool. Venom's kind of an anti-hero, though, isn't he? He is kind of an anti. Oh, Geeky's streaming. Shout outs to Geeky, my guy. Somebody I watched another Twitch stream with and then followed the channel. So I'm thinking of just, I don't know where I want this anti-hero dude to fit in, because like symbiotes, so like the symbiote influence is kind of just everywhere. So you have, of course, anything dealing with Marvel, and then something like Spawn, the creator of Venom, also used that same influence to create Spawn, which is why Spawn has so many similarities to Venom. And the whole just living armor type thing, the idea of that is really dope to me. So I think I want to create a character like that. Like I said, I have no idea where the hell they're gonna fit in any of these stories. But I kind of want them to be an anti-hero, and I'm not sure if they might fit into this story. Because Stellars have all sorts of weird powers, and because they're born with their abilities, I don't ever have to explain where they come from. Kind of like mutants. These people are aliens, though. So I think I want him to be in Disturbed Delinquents. Plus, it'd be like one of the fastest ways for the public to know about dope character. Like, the more I create new characters, the more I feel like the more newer ones tend to be more of my favorites, because the more I write, the better I get at this type of thing, like creating characters or just writing stories. So I think like Element Man, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I want to call him. Living Armor Man. It's not gonna be his actual name. Like I said, I always give a silly name for the template um, before I actually start. Actually, let's do this. Copy it over and then type it up. Living, just to know what these characters are about before I actually name them. Might not even be a man, might be a woman. Who knows? So I don't think I want them to have a super name, so we're gonna get rid of that. Their alien race is probably going to be Stellar, because I don't have any aliens. Maybe there'll be a cross between like the Flera, which are like parasitic, gooey alien things, or half Stellar, half Flera. Alignment, chaotic neutral, because that's pretty much how most anti-heroes are. Like somebody like the Punisher, they're chaotic good. Good, yeah, chaotic good. Powers, weapons, powers, living. Able to. I have to get real specific with the powers, I think, in a second. Manipulate. Do I want it to be anything like goo? Probably be the best. That'd probably be best. Prehensile. I want him to have a tail. A tail might be dope. Maybe add a tail. Able to manipulate the the natural goo. I don't want to call it goo. There should be a word for it. That comes from their body into armor. So I think weapons should be. It would be a part of the living armor because they wouldn't. There'd be no point in carrying other weapons. It'd also kind of be like, kind of like Blue Beetle, but that's also a second voice. This person wouldn't have like a second voice in their head. Weapons, go-to swords, blades are probably their go-to. Axes, what else? Dude, probably a chainsaw. That'd be cool. That. Well, let's look at the melee weapons I made a list of for another series of mine. That definitely helped. Giant Slayer here. So we have swords, all sorts of swords. Axe, hammer, that'd be one. Welcome to the stream, Daddy. Glad you could make it. Spear, pretty much same as sword. Knives, daggers, pretty much the same. Sickle, that might be cool. Sickle, scythe, hook. Club, mace would be interesting. Mace. Yo, what up, the Holy J? Glad you could make the stream. Glad you could make the stream. I don't want bats on there. Mace. God, I forgot what else I just said. Hammer. I don't want chainsaw on there. That doesn't make too much sense. Whip. Forgot some of the sickle, hook, club. Sickle, hook, dagger. Scythe is what I meant. Alright. Neutral real name. I don't have any sort of names planned for this person, but I'm just liking the concept so far. Kara, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Been a minute. We are 3 people away from becoming Twitch affiliated. That'll be cool. I think I want a tail. I think I want them to have a tail. A tail is always cool. They're probably human looking, so they probably are stellar. But to add a goo tail would be kind of cool for when they like fully transform. They're not always transformed. Second, full transformation comes with this. IDK, if I write a comic or a prose, both have their pros and cons. Yeah, I was originally going for a comic. I made it prose, so it's up to you. Prose I just kind of found easier because I could just write it and then have an editor look at it. Like, either way, you're gonna have to have an editor, but with prose, I just cut out an extra element, kind of, with having to collaborate back and forth with an artist, even though I ended up doing that for the cover and the pictures inside for the first book. But yeah, Also, we got a Discord server. This is what it looks like. Oh, my friend's promoting her, what is it? My friend is streaming after me. She'll be streaming at 9. Where's the audio device? Don't switch. Alright. This is what it looks like. We got general chat, character suggestions, fan art, fan created characters. Anytime you want to share a story of yours or just a premise or anything, that's there. Or any sort of creativity, that's also there. We got voice chat channels, story advice, suggestions, and the rest. We got the works here on this Discord server. So if y'all want to join, feel free to join. This guy isn't important. I don't know why I'm focusing on this right now. He's not the most important part of this thing right now. Oh, claws. He should have claws. So this should grant claw retraction, claw manifestation, claw retraction. I just said he's not the focus. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna force myself to step away from creating this new guy right now. Let's get back to the beat sheet. Okay, so we were moving scenes. We added another scene in this right now. Okay, pros of writing a comic are I'm better at it. I have more visual liberty. Cons that nobody will read a comic script. I need someone to draw it, and that would be me because I can draw, but I don't want to. IDK. I ran into the same problem. Pros of writing. Pros are more people will read it. It's more fun to write. Cons of that I'm shit at writing prose and will have less visual liberty. I mean, if you can describe it well enough, that's visual, right? If you can get somebody to paint a picture in their head, that's pretty visual. Words are art. I thought I was better writing prose until I sat down and wrote. You gotta start somewhere. I mean, you could try writing both. That might be the best option. Try by writing both. Yeah. Oh, you did already? I mean, which one? You said it's fun to write prose. So what makes you think it's bad? Because I like to think my stuff is pretty simple. Where's the door? Open for her. She enters from one of many back entrances to the ring. I don't read much books, so I'm doomed to be bad. I don't read much either, to be honest. But I don't think my writing's bad at all. Let's go have some fun. I don't know what kind of advice to give you. How can you do such a thing? I mean, I went to school for it, so kind of like that. I mean, I like to think I could always tell a story. Maybe not necessarily in the best words or best description, but going to school for it really helped me. Like I graduated with a screenwriting major, so enhancing my writing through that helps me. I'd say either screenwriting or English are probably the best ways to go about it. Oh, well, then you have to read not as much as you think, but yeah, English majors have to read way more. Plus, they're not focused on things like movies, which is why my writing's a little different. Most books, I think, I'm not sure, I'm guessing, are written in past tense for the most part. Most of my stuff is in present unless it's dealing in the past, like a flashback or something like that. And I learned that from writing, through screenwriting. To write, just writing present tense was just a thing I was doing for forever. So, at this to the ring guards. Close behind, as she sits down. She climbs the stairs, climbs some stairs, and sits in a corner booth of the VIP section of the underground club. It's not the type of club you're thinking of. It's an underground fighting club, fight to the death type of club. Section of the underground club. She hears the same door she entered open again, and hears several footsteps. Varied in tone, walk up the metal stairs. She looks over to see Vermilion, her partner. Let's just say girlfriend. We already know what it is. Vermilion makes herself comfortable by plopping down on the couch next to Yokaido. How many books have you read in your life? Dude, I couldn't tell you. I have no way of calculating that. A lot. But that's because I had to read them for school. Now I'm starting to read for fun a little bit more. But I also read a lot because my parents forced my brother and I to read growing up, at least an hour every day, especially like during the summer. So I read a lot of books through that. I wouldn't say they were anything like I read now as far as like comprehension goes. Like I was reading stuff like A Series of Unfortunate Events or just random stuff online. Like, I read a lot of comics or read a lot of comics, still do. Like, this is a bunch of stuff. There's no way of me calculating how much I've read. I cannot help you there. Even if I tried, there's no way. A lot. I'd say a lot. Popping down on the couch. And that, most of it might not even be the thing that's helping me. Like, I like to be confident and say I have a gift of writing as far as writing goes, like being able to tell a comprehensive story. Not necessarily my language, but be able to at least paint a well enough picture that you can understand what's going on. And I try to keep that going across all of my series. Pretty consistent. So, yeah. Yeah. I read like 3 books. If I add everything together, from your entire life, how old are you? You're probably joking, but I can't tell because there's no way of indicating tone through text. So, not down on the counts. Let's go Kata. Falls over and rests her head. Lands lap. We're dropping frames again. Screw you, stream. 19, not joking. I barely read. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not bad. I don't want to suggest the comics or prose. Like, it's really up to you. It's just gonna be your decision to make ultimately. So, and I don't think I can suggest either or either. Like, it's really what you're comfortable with. Also, reverse head, millions lap, million starts stroking, Kokaida's hair. Exhales. William chuckles. But still can't let go of it. Kokaida answers. Still still trying to. No, I want to. Believe me, I do. You know, be the best way. Kokaida's eyes dart up at William without moving her head. Let's put this on the same line. Kill him. You know that's pretty much impossible. I'm just writing by the seat of my pants right now. I don't know where this conversation's going, but it's gonna end with. I know it's gonna end with Vermilion getting upset with Kokaida about not being able to let Omnispec go because the two used to date, and Vermilion being in a relationship with Kokaida is like, okay, like at the beginning of the relationship, they're like, Vermilion's like, okay, I'll date you, but like, you're gonna have to let your old boyfriend go. Like, I'm it for you right now. Like, we just got to be a partnership. So she's willing to. She's a little more forgiving. She's willing to work with Kokaida. But Kokaida's saying that she's trying, so we're gonna see where this conversation goes. Well, that's pretty much impossible. You kind of tell her. He doesn't even see anyone in person that much. Anyways, if he were to, on the slight off chance, it's guaranteed. It's how you spell that. Guaranteed. Too many E's, right? Yes. Okay, I spelled it right. I'm always nervous about spelling guaranteed. His bodyguards. Let's say guard dogs. Be there with him. You just need to bring the whole army then. Yeah. Me and my guards against him, his guards, guards under them, and literally, and not literally, and anyone he's paying. Try to, yeah, frame rates, I got it. Flex. I see your point. And it says, but when we first got together, I said I'd be willing to work with you to let go. Willing to work with you while work with you to help you let go of your ex. It's been a couple months and I'm not seeing much of a change. Because like you so much, I'm not seeing much of a change. Akira sits up. Stares at the floor while Vermilion. I was gonna shorten her name to Millie. I mean, her name is Millie. Like Kokaida calls her Millie, but like I don't mind typing. Vermilion's an easy word for me to type over and over again. Which, like I said, when naming characters, how easy their name is to type over and over again is a very big factor as to what their name will be. That and whether it's copyright, of course. But if they have a nickname, normally I'll shorten it. Like Anti, for example, his full super name is Antithesis, which is why I just shortened it to Anti. But a word like that is not easy to type over and over again. But million, because the M-I and the million part of their name is all next to each other. It's pretty easy to type over and over. Stares at the floor a while. See? Stares at her. Not even sure I'll be able to let him go. Kokida continues to stare at the ground, waiting for Vermilion to overreact, which she does, just not right away, or in a traditional sense. Vermilion stands. I'll ever call her Millie at some point, just to show their relationship a little more. Oh, I forgot no here. Thanks for telling me. You know would be the best way. I'm gonna do it here. Walks over to a guard standing watch over them, whispers in his ear, and escorts her downstairs. Kokida stands and walks to the ledge, finding Vermilion among the crowd. Let's say spotting among the crowd. Next to the barred ledge. The announcer coming over the loudspeaker. Yes, the frames. The frames, I understand the frames, computer. You need to stop it. You should be able to handle the stream and some music, bro. For causes, Kokida's hard to think. I'm gonna mute my phone or mute this conversation. Causes Kokida's hard to sync. Because she already knows. Because she's already aware of what's about to happen, given the clues. Ladies and gentlemen. The announcer pauses, allowing for the crowd to cheer, then die down. We've got another contender Another, what should you describe it as? Brawl? Bloody brawl. Ready for another bloody brawl. Ready for your enjoyment. Please welcome. And this should cause some sort of consequence down the line for Millie doing something so stupid. Because she's an underground criminal lord. Like, why would she go out of her way to jump into the ring to fight somebody just because out of anger? So we're gonna add that note. Should be a problem down the line for Millie going out of her way to do something so dumb. Please welcome Vermilion. Let's just have a problem. Please welcome Millie. The new contender, Millie. Then maybe we'll cut back to Zashi and Zero, and then when we cut back to them, they'll be already starting the fight. But we have to end the stream there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And shout out to the Carlos Marinko for the follow today. 3 people away, y'all. Make sure you guys join the Discord server that is in the description below. Well, in the panels below. We already got some peoples in here. And make sure you pick up your copy of, where's the book? Oh, it's over here. Make sure you get yourselves a copy of the book. The book's ready. The book's waiting for you. Other than that, thank you, Zycar, for stopping by in the chat. Danny Bounce, the homie Jay. I'm gonna get out of here. We stream every day except Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. We're probably extending this very soon as we get more regulars coming in every day. But I will see everybody back here tomorrow at 8 to 9 p.m. Said that. Yeah. And yeah. Buttons ready? Button ain't lag today. This is J-Base Phoenix once again. Signing off, guys.